EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and the world-renowned city of Louisville, Kentucky. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Panthers of Orlando taking on the Falcons of Louisville. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And they're off here in Louisville. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready, go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Weaver. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Weaver. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's Jones, looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right, finding Knox there, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And touchdown! Saquon Barkley.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this off. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
In motion left, that's Thornton.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole... And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll buy some time. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Weaver. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? Check right, opposite, green.
On first down, Newman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football as they go to work on a first and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On the ready.
Second and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Yeah, this defense rallies and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready.
Back to throw. Weaver. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jones on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning, because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Weaver. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Weaver.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now they're in the hurry-up. Jones now to throw on 2nd down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place all time.
And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Black shot. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Weaver. Caught right side. Davis. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Palmer going in motion right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down now. It's Newman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Weaver. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running left, it's Barkley.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 127 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Off the play fake. Weaver. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up.
There he goes, right side.
Saquon Barkley. He's to the 20.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into third place all time.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Weaver. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group. I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's a give to Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers!
Jalen Waddle
from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newman, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down. Newman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. It's Newman, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, it's Newman.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. They run the counter. Newman, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25.